guys, happy, what is this, Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Chance is saying hi from my lap. You may see a little bit of tail go back and forth on the video. I wanted to hop on here today and talk quickly about the story that you're telling yourself. And there's this great quote from Brene Brown's Netflix special. If you haven't watched it, you must. I'm a huge Brene Brown fan for a plethora of reasons, but the Netflix special is amazing. So watch it. But it's basically this quote, and she starts off the special by talking about this, and it's, what is the story that I'm telling myself about this right now? And why I wanted to make a video about that is because it's a powerful thing to say to yourself when you're in the midst of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling concerned, of feeling like something isn't going your way, that you're failing at something, that you're stuck. And all of these feelings are things that the majority of us are going through in one way, shape, or form right now, right? And so it's also things that we go through on a daily basis. And I for sure can tell you that when I ask myself, what is the story I am telling myself about this? 9 times out of 10, I am able to transition from a spot of being incredibly overwhelmed or having a feeling of failure or being stuck to a place of, okay, that's not actually my reality. My reality is X, Y, and Z, and here's what I need to do to keep propelling myself forward. Now, what I will say to you about the importance of doing this on a consistent basis is that consistency is key, just like it is with everything, your health, your working out, your work, your family life. There's always consistency in building up habits. And this is a really important habit. How you talk to yourself frames your whole lens and your mindset. And those are vital pieces of having a healthy and powerful self-voice, if you will. And remember, always remember that voice that you hear within your own head, that one that we hear when no one else hears, that's the most powerful voice that you will ever hear, is your own. So it's so important that we do whatever we can to train it to speak to us in a way that is helpful and healing and is going to put us in more of a healthful mindset. So what is the story I am telling myself right now? So I'm going to give you an example of something that happened the other day that may sound super silly to you, but to me it was overwhelming and brought tears to my eyes in the moment. And that was that I had filled out this form. It took me several hours. I had put a ton of thought and time into it. And I really I was all in, right? And it was towards the end of the day. It was a Sunday night. If you know me, I have very specified bedtimes. I need to be winding down by a certain point in time in the day, or else I get really anxious. It's something I'm working on. But I'm very regimented in my routine, and that's a good and bad thing. I'm very regimented. And so Sunday night, it was 7:15, and I went to send this form, and my computer completely shut down on me. Gave me the circle of death. I have a Mac, so it was that circle of spinny colors, and I was completely overwhelmed. Now, my first mistake was that I filled out this form in an email instead of into a document where I could have been saving it. And my second mistake was that when I had to shut my computer down and lose all of this work I had done, I immediately went to worst case scenario. I immediately went to, oh my God, this is going to take me another 3 hours to do. I'm going to be up till 10:30 at night on a Sunday night. I'm totally going to have a rough Monday morning. It's going to set my week off to a terrible start. I'm not going to be able to get the workout in I want to get in tomorrow morning. On and on and on. And so I got completely overwhelmed. But in that moment, all you know is that you're telling yourself a story, but you're just not sure what that story is, right? You're feeling overwhelmed, just completely overwhelmed. So I started to get teary. And I said to myself, what is the story I'm telling myself right now? So then I came up with all the things I just told you that I was feeling. And I talked it out. One of the things that really helps me is talking it out. Can't always happen, but when it's available, that's what I do. So I talked it out with Whitney, and she was like, Anna, you put in so much time into this, but that was thinking time. You're going to remember what you wrote, and you'll be able to do this and do it so much quicker. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But I did it, and I did it in like half an hour. So that goes to show you that I was telling myself a story about this process and about the feelings I was having from it that just weren't true. And they were keeping me from propelling forward in a way that was going to help me get the work done, do it in a great way, and send it off so that I could start my Sunday evening routine. So that's just one of many, many examples I could give you in times where I myself tell myself a story that is not serving me. I do it all the time, and I catch myself only because I know some of these tools and I've worked on them for a really long time. For some of you, this may be completely new, and trying this out may be something that's never been done before for you. And so it may take more and more practice than you're used to. That's fine. Practice away. Practice. I know I practice. This is not something that comes naturally to anybody. That initial, or I should say interior voice you hear, that voice is strong. It's strong for all of us. And so whatever you can do to start reframing and retraining those thoughts is going to be really, really powerful. So practice. None of us are perfect. It just, some of us have been at this a little bit longer than others, myself included, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen to me. So anywho, I hope that's helpful. I'm really, really excited. In May, I'm going to be doing a video series on the 5 types of imposter syndrome. We'll be covering 1 a week. Super excited diving in on some real whys, how it shows up for people, and what you can start to do about it. So be on the lookout for that. That starts on Monday. So in a couple of days, I'm really excited about it, and that will be May's theme. Anyways, have a great rest of your day.